Hi guys, apart from being a tough, a charlatan and a liar, Jacob Rees-Mogg is also a bit of a comedian. Now, this is in response, he's going to speak in a moment, and it's in response to the issue of fish being stuck at ports, not being able to be exported. And of course, if you're selling fresh fish, and I've talked about this before, you need to be able to export it as quickly as possible. It can't sit in a lorry for days on end. Customers in the European Union do not want to buy fish that is not fresh, so they will source it elsewhere. Now, for Jacob Rees-Mogg, he doesn't care about this. He doesn't care about the fishing industry. He doesn't care about fishermen. He used them as a tool. Him and Boris Johnson, they used them as a tool to convince people to vote for Brexit and to convince them that Brexit is going to be a huge success. We're seeing the results of that. Sadly, some fishermen bought into it for numerous reasons, and now they're suffering the consequences. Now let's hear how Jacob Rees-Mogg responded to this.
A moment ago by my right honourable friend, the Secretary of State for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs, and perhaps the honourable gentleman should have tuned into that debate rather than bringing it up at business questions.
Actually, just to stop him here, so he says, instead of bringing it up, so these fishermen, these fishing communities are suffering at the moment, and Jacob Rees-Mogg is angry that a politician brought up this question, this issue, in the wrong debate. Okay.
But what is happening is that the government is tackling this issue, is dealing with it as quickly as possible, and the key is we've got our fish back. They're now British fish, and they're better and happier fish for it.
So what is he doing here? He's making a bit of a joke. The fishing communities are suffering. Jacob Rees-Mogg is laughing about all of this. Because this is just him throwing red meat to his base. His community, the people who vote for him, don't care about the fishing industry. They don't care about poor people in general. He's sitting in a safe seat. He has a parliamentary majority. And he's not going to be kicked out anytime soon. I really wish the people in his constituency would think about the things that he's saying and the things that he's doing and kick him out and put someone else in there. But that's not, unfortunately, that's not going to happen anytime soon. This is about continuing to sell crap to Brexiteers, to convince Brexiteers that they're winning. Because if you notice, recently Brexiteers have gone very quiet. They haven't been talking about all these victories. Before the end of the transition period, they were talking about, we're going to win, it's going to be great. Like Donald Trump, we'll get tired of winning. Isn't it interesting how they've gone very quiet recently? If you know any Brexiteers, ask them, how is Brexit going at the moment? It's gone very quiet. I've tried to reach out to Brexiteers, and all I'm faced with is silence. There are reports now that the problems have moved on from the fishing industry to the meat industry. Pork producers in the UK are trying to export their products to the European Union, and they're facing problems as well. Next, it will probably move on to the cheese industry, then it'll move on to something else. So as we go further into the post-Brexit era, you're going to see more and more problems. Now, Jacob Rees-Mogg here said, yeah, the government is dealing with it. This is probably, in a way, dealing with it, laughing it off. Boris Johnson, as I said before, should go to Brussels and he should sort this out. But that would be a massive climb down. His party would say, you're not going to go to Brussels. To hell with the fishermen. They voted for us. They should have known that they were going to get screwed. Anyone who votes for a Conservative candidate should know that they're going to get screwed over. If they vote for us once, okay, they were tricked. If they vote for us a second time, then they're just stupid. And if they vote for us a third time, I don't even know if there's an adjective to describe that. So this is, once again, trying to convince Brexiteers, look, you're winning, the fish are British now. For Jacob Rees-Mogg, it's all a big joke. If there are Scottish fishermen suffering, it's even a bigger joke, because he cares. He doesn't care about English fishermen But he cares even less about Scottish fishermen and those fishing communities. Because probably in his eyes, well, they're probably going to become independent at some stage in the future, so why should I give a crap about them? Why should I give a crap about anyone who doesn't donate to the party or who isn't earning at least £1 million a year? Once again, if you can find some Brexiteers who can find some victories from here, apart from the fish are now British, I'd like to hear them. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?